Hello and welcome to the Microsoft PowerPoint application course. In this video we will start a new topic called tables, and we'll be taking you through a number of subtopics, and this will be splitted into different videos. So in this particular video we will show you, after explaining what a table is, show you how you can insert or create tables, and also how to create a table from an Excel spreadsheet into your PowerPoint. And then we can also show you how to change the look and the shading or color of your table. To continue, let us open our PowerPoint presentation and let's create a new slide by right-clicking on the last one, slide 4, say new slide, because we're going to need it. Then we can click this text placeholder, hit the delete key to take it out. So if I want to create a table, now you all know what a table looks like. I mean, where you can enter information, like a group of cells, to enter information both in rows and columns. And that's basically what we're going to create. So in order to create a table here, you can go to Insert menu and you go to Tables, click the arrow drop down. So you can either just choose how many rows and columns you want. So the rows are the horizontal and the columns are like the vertical. So if we want to create 4 columns and 3 rows, for example, so if I want to do 4 columns, I will move 4 times, because then I will have 4 heads and then 3 rows, and I will click, and when I'm ready I click, because then it will just appear here, and this is what your table looks like. And of course you can start entering information like name, go to that age, and address, something like that. So, and maybe this is amount. Another way to create a table is by going back to Insert, go to the table icon, click the arrow, and this time you can say click, you can click Insert Table. Now this box comes out, you can see how many columns and how many rows you want. So again, let us do 4 columns, 3 rows. You can also type it in directly if you want and click OK. And then it will create another one. So click on the edge, hold your mouse and drag it down, place it. And here we can do something like first name, last name, team, and then you can see bucket number. Okay, so these are ways you can create tables. So let's move these guys a little bit. Click on the edge, click on the edge, drag, click on the edge and drag. Alright, so next thing we'll look at is how to create a table from a spreadsheet. So because that's the next topic. To do that, you go through the same process, and that is by going through Insert, Tables, and this time you choose Excel spreadsheet. Now when you click, Word will link you to an Excel spreadsheet. Now this looks small. You can increase the size by going to this handle here. Click, hold your mouse and drag, and then you can see it clearly. So you can start entering information here. Let's start with this one, and let's say we want school name. Yeah, so we'll have to expand again, I think, or do that inside Excel. And school name, teacher name, and boss number. Okay, we do only that, and then we simply say just put it smaller and click outside, and then this is it here. So these are the rows and columns I wanted to. So in this case, depending on how big or small you let your Excel screen come out, then that will determine what is shown here. So if I want to edit any of this table, for example, I go here directly, I can just start editing it by saying Fred, and I can say John, and here say Lucas, and I can say Chidi. And if I want to edit the one from Excel sheet, I will have to double click to take me back to the Excel environment. So I will double click and I go back. If I want to add a fourth column, I will drag this and let the other column show. Yeah, something like that. And drag this again and make it smaller to hide that one. And I can say ID and I can write here Sandra and Betty. And I click outside, and that's basically how you adapt this. And the next thing we want to do is for these two tables which you created directly in PowerPoint, you want to see how to change the style. So maybe if you're not okay with this style, so we select the table, you go to table design menu, and here you see table styles, right? So you can choose which style you want by clicking on this particular arrow down to display a larger window, and you can say, okay, I would like to have this particular type of, let's see which one looks nice. I think anyone will be fine. We go for the green, and there you go. You can also change the fill by changing the color. Let's say we want this color, and we can fill it in. You can also go to the border and say I want borders, and then you see the border line and the thick line. Go back. You can also change it to only internal border for the internal ones, and you can play as much. So let's put all border, and yeah, you can maybe make it 3D look how you want it, something like this. And if you select, go back. So this is basically how you change your style and how you can play with tables. So with this, we have come to the end of this particular video. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.